Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 24th ranked. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. The short hands, it's Harper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has...
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. There he goes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run on the doorstep. And he runs. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Odom. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got enough space. And he cruises it. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Harper. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Snagged out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just keep slinging it. Grab near the marker. It's Dorsey. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Odom. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Houston! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
defense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to... And they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Cougars will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Odom. Quarterback extends the play, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, give on the inside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Lost to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Oda. It's caught. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, going to the air. Holds it in the first down and more. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll try the counter. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Motion from the back. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tacked it.
Oh, what a cut! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas, they don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it, and as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he...
Touchdown, Houston. Haul that baby in and then throw it into the end zone for the score. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
With the catch, it's Dorsey. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got it behind the line. It's Dorsey. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The give out of the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Trying to do it on the ground. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene.